It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. We've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback, prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 20 carries, 84 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And taken right at the 35. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he gets it down to the 32. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Carson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Carson again.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. Space to run past the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mitchell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go!
Chris Carson trotting back out there. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now. It's Mitchell.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. On second down, it's Mitchell, able to power through. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
He's working relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 56
to throw is Garoppolo. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start out west at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Damian Harris, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that just set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when put the ball back in the air.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll set up to throw.
And this will go to Carson out wide. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action, Garoppolo.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 6. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Sheds off the tackle. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop the throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Do what you do.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Let's go, boys.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. DJ Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 31, Garoppolo. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run the counter. Mitchell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
11, 21, here we go.
Now a give, right side. Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. At 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark. 87 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McCann for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. 7 yards, the pickup there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Garoppolo to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
it.